Now at 5, an Arkansas murder suspect faces a judge today, and the hairstylist who cut his hair before his shocking arrest breaks her silence. Plus, Ewert Park turns 100 with the Joplin Emancipation Celebration honoring heritage and unveiling plans for its future.
President Trump announces steep new tariffs on dozens of trading partners set to kick in soon. I'm Erica Brown with more on the latest escalation in the president's global trade war.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The suspect accused of killing a couple as they walked along an Arkansas walking trail with their 2 young daughters goes before a judge today. This is KOAM News at 5. I'm Tanya Bach. Andrew McGann is accused of 2 counts of capital murder. Omar Villafranca has the latest from Springdale, Arkansas.
Andrew McGann made his first appearance in court Friday on capital murder charges.
The bond is set at no bond right now.
New surveillance video shows the 28-year-old suspect getting arrested Wednesday at an Arkansas barber shop, 5 days after police allege he killed husband and wife Clinton and Kristen Brink while they were on a hike with their daughters in Devil's Den State Park.
He did indicate that he had committed the murders.
Police say his DNA matched DNA found at the crime scene. Hairstylist Adriana Avalos told us she was cutting McGann's hair when officers surrounded him.
I didn't sleep last night thinking about those girls and knowing that I put my hands on that monster, that I cut his hair.
Investigators say McGann stabbed Clinton Brink first, and his wife rushed their daughters, ages 7 and 9, to safety. When she returned to help him, detectives say she was also stabbed to death.
They absolutely protected those girls to their fullest extent.
According to officials, McGann was recently hired to teach in an Arkansas school, but hadn't started yet. He had previously taught in Oklahoma and before that in Texas, where he resigned after being placed on administrative leave over concerns related to classroom management, professional judgment, and student favoritism. An investigation found no evidence of inappropriate behavior with students. Police are still looking for a motive and say they have no reason to believe McGann knew the victims. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Springdale, Arkansas.
The suspect is scheduled to appear in court again at the end of the month for his arraignment. Ewert Park marks its 100th birthday during the annual Joplin Emancipation Celebration this morning. The park opened July 12, 1925. This weekend's festival is steeped in heritage and hope, and this year the celebration carries even greater meaning as it marks the beginning of long-awaited renovation plans that honor cultural diversity.
Of Ewert Park, I hope to see just lots of people coming down, learning the history, looking at the history trail that's going to be here and finding about some of the Black history of Joplin. A lot of it wasn't recorded.
Celebration runs through Sunday. All activities are free to the public. Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us now with a first look at weather.
Yeah, and a fantastic Friday for us today. It feels so much better outside. The humidity has been low, and we're going to have a warm, fantastic weekend on tap for us. It's less humid, which is great to see. We do have some rain chances Sunday into Monday, and then the extreme heat really returns for us the second half of next week. We've been tracking a couple light little showers, mainly down through northwestern Arkansas. If you are getting out this evening, it looks fantastic. 80s, 70s, 60s. Eventually, later on tonight, temperatures, they're going to be dropping back into the mid 60s for overnight lows. Partly sunny skies on your Saturday, about 84, 85 degrees for afternoon highs. Heading into Sunday morning, here's some thunderstorms out to our west, so a random shower or two may get in on the Kansas or the Oklahoma side. Most of us dry back into the mid 80s for afternoon highs. Looks okay right now. It's smoky out there from the Canadian wildfires, so that's why you got the haze. Temperatures into lower 80s. We'll look at next week here in just a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, it is the perfect weather for baseball, wouldn't you say? In Whitestown, Indiana, the Pittsburgh All-Stars prepare to represent Kansas in the Little League Midwest Region Tournament. KOAM sports reporter Ben McLeish is live in Pittsburgh as fans get ready to cheer on their local team.
I'm here at local bar The Pit, which prepares to host a watch party for the Pittsburgh All-Stars. The team represents Kansas in the Midwest Region Tournament, the last stop before the Little League World Series in Williamsport. In the opening round, Pittsburgh takes on Team Missouri, represented by the Webb City All-Stars. This tournament is double elimination style, so neither team will be sent home packing tonight, but a win in the opening round is crucial for a deep tournament run. Pittsburgh is coming in hot. They went undefeated in the state tournament. Now they're not just representing Pittsburgh, they represent the whole state of Kansas. Live from the pit, Ben McLeish, KOAM News.
Thank you so much, Ben. First pitch for Pittsburgh's matchup with Webb City is set for 6 p.m. Well, stocks are tumbling on Wall Street after a weak jobs report and on concerns that new tariff rates the Trump administration revealed late Thursday could take a toll on the global economy. The new rates are set to be imposed on nearly 70 U.S. trading partners in the coming days. CBS News correspondent Erica Brown reports from the White House.
President Trump's new tariff rates will affect dozens of U.S. trading partners, with import taxes on goods from some countries topping 40%.
We're taking in literally trillions of dollars for the country. This is making our country very rich.
The White House says the rates are based on trade imbalances and negotiations. Switzerland, which exports cheese, high-end watches, and chocolate to the U.S., faces a 39% tariff.
And if you can't increase the prices, you lose money by exporting to the United States.
Although some of the new tariff rates are lower than what President Trump initially threatened to impose, they are still the U.S.'s most aggressive import taxes in nearly a century.
The chickens are coming home to roost on Donald Trump's destructive trade war, and the American people are paying the price. You sow chaos, Donald Trump, you reap chaos.
Top Democrats say the tariffs are already having an impact on the economy, pointing to July's weaker than expected jobs report. But Republicans praise the president's plan.
You know, the tariffs are working perfectly. It's driving lots of manufacturing jobs back home. I talked to a big pharma company recently that's overseas, and they're going to bring all these jobs over here.
The White House says the tariffs will encourage more companies to move production to the U.S., but businesses big and small warn American consumers could soon be facing higher prices. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
After the lackluster jobs report, President Trump today called for the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics to be fired. Still ahead, a concerning trend.
This World Lung Cancer Day, I'm Bradley Blackburn with the concerning trend of increasing rates for non-smokers.
And later, how you can save big this weekend in Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas with a back-to-school tax holiday. Topping today's Health Watch, it's World Lung Cancer Day, a day to raise awareness for the leading cause of cancer death in the U.S. While the number of new cases of lung cancer continues to decrease, due in part to fewer people smoking, rates are increasing in certain groups who are non-smokers. Bradley Blackburn has one woman's story.
It's been nearly 2 years since Randy Marcus received her shocking lung cancer diagnosis.
Never smoked a day in my life, not even tried it. I felt perfectly healthy. I had no symptoms.
The 65-year-old's cancer was an incidental finding, picked up on a test that checks calcium in the arteries.
The radiologist spotted something on my lung. 10 days later, I was having surgery.
Very healthy, normal lungs. Majority of the nodule is not solid, and that is very suggestive of never smoking lung cancer.
Dr. Andrew Kaufman with the Mount Sinai Health System is among researchers trying to understand why these cancers are increasing. More common in women and Asian women.
We don't seem to understand all of the underlying biology, but we do know smoking-related lung cancer is distinctly different from never smoking lung cancer, and there are different genetic changes that occur between those two different groups.
Dr. Kaufman says a main driver, especially for Asian women, is the non-inherited EGFR gene mutation, which tests show Randy also has.
We're not sure why it's happening, but we think it's most likely a combination of either a genetic predisposition for a mutation occurring, but also environmental factors such as increased air pollution.
I was very, very lucky that it was caught like this.
Randy's cancer was detected early. She had surgery to remove the tumor and part of her lung and did not need any other treatment.
People think, well, I never smoked. How would I ever get lung cancer? How could that be? So I think that it's very important to raise awareness especially in younger women.
She hopes more people like her can be screened regularly to save lives. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
A recent study from Mount Sinai also found a link between Hispanic women who never smoked and lung cancer. The popular sugar substitute, sucralose, could negatively impact treatment for cancer. A study from the University of Pittsburgh found melanoma and non-small cell lung cancer patients with high levels of the artificial sweetener had lower survival rates and a worse response to immunotherapy treatment. Well, scientists say they're getting closer to solving the mystery of endometriosis. Researchers at UC San Francisco found links between the condition, which affects 10% of all women, and other conditions like certain cancers, asthma, and eye-related diseases. The data also showed a link between endometriosis and migraines, suggesting migraine drugs may help treat the condition. And heavy drinking could increase the chances of having an undesired pregnancy. A new study published in the journal Addiction found women who did not want to become pregnant and drank heavily had a 50% greater risk of becoming pregnant compared to women who drank moderately or not at all. Cannabis use had no impact on the rate of unwanted pregnancies. That's a look at today's health news. A little later, why millions with Biden-era student loan plans will start seeing interest added to their accounts beginning today.
Plus, it looks like a pretty good weekend forecast. We're going to look at that. Well, not bad for August 1st across the region. Temperatures mainly low to mid 80s today. The humidity is quite a bit lower, so just fantastic across the region. We have been watching a couple little showers over the past couple hours. Northeastern Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas. Besides that, we look pretty good. It's pretty calm out there for this Friday evening. Still a couple little sprinkles down in Benton County. Besides that, we are shaping up pretty good. Let me take you through time. We're going to go into Saturday morning. We're going to start low to mid 60s across the region. As we go to about the noon hour, partly to mostly sunny skies. Now, it is hazy out there. We got those wildfires up in Canada, so it's going to stay a little hazy as we go through the weekend. The reason it got pulled in is because we got the cold front. So we got northerly winds out of Canada, so we get the haziness across the region. All right, most of us 80 to about 82 by noon. And then I think about 85, 86 degrees for an afternoon high, but the humidity is still going to be on the low side. By Sunday, we're going to be looking at a few thunderstorms central Kansas. One or two of those guys may try to get in southeastern Kansas, northeastern parts of Oklahoma, but most of you are going to stay dry all weekend long, and it looks pretty good. High temps, mid 80s once again on Sunday. A lot of clouds, may get a few showers in here once again as we go into Monday morning. Breaking down your weekend, 85 Saturday, 86 on Sunday. A few clouds on Sunday, but overall looking pretty good. Great shot of our Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Through the evening, 80s, 70s, down into the 60s a little bit later on tonight. But look at these temperatures. It's 81 in Stockton, 82 in Neosho, 84 in Bonita. We have 79 in Chanute, so pretty hard to beat. Plus our humidity. Look at our dew points. We're sitting into the mid 60s, so it feels still a little sticky, but it's way better than the soupiness that we've had over the past couple days. All right, so one little wave here. That's why there's showers in northwestern Arkansas. Another wave here that will give us a few chances for some random showers by Sunday. But overall, the pattern is fairly calm. Our big heat dome, high pressure slipped back toward the south and to the west. Here's our wave Saturday night into Sunday. Make sure you enjoy these nicer temperatures. High pressure is going to push right back in as we go through next week. And what that does is it brings that heat, that humidity back in. Then we get another storm system by next weekend, and that system will give us some chances for rain, which is good news, and also some cooler temperatures. So Monday, again, a couple random storms. On Tuesday, we start to heat back up. We're into the upper 80s to near 90. And once we get into Wednesday, we soar into the mid 90s. 85 on your Saturday, 86 Sunday, 85 on Monday, back to 90 on Tuesday, and then pushing 100 by next Thursday and Friday.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great weekend. You can't beat that. All right, thanks, Doug. Still to come, the latest jobs report.
A big slowdown in the labor market. I'm Nick Zechevich, and I'll show you how tariffs are affecting jobs.
Topping today's Consumer Watch, millions of people with student loans who signed up for a Biden-era repayment plan will start seeing interest accrue to their accounts starting today. According to one analysis, the change could result in an additional $300 in monthly cost for the typical borrower. 2 courts last year issued injunctions against the repayment plan, effectively halting it. Well, new data shows the job market is slowing down significantly. Employers are scaling back on hiring as President Trump's tariffs take effect. Nick Savikic reports.
Front gate.
22-year-old Michael Macaluso graduated from the University of Connecticut with a degree in mechanical engineering. Right now, he's working at his hometown pool. He's applied for hundreds of jobs in his field, but can't find one.
Right now, I'm kind of past the state of being discouraged. It's obviously not a me issue, I don't think. It's definitely just the fact that people aren't hiring.
The Labor Department says U.S. employers added just 73,000 jobs in July, and that's lower than what economists expected. And revisions reveal hiring in May and June was much less than initially reported. Last month, more federal workers were let go, including more than 1,300 at the State Department, and tech companies continue to scale back.
Hiring now is much weaker than what we had thought, and that raises questions about the future direction of the economy.
That future direction will be influenced by the Trump administration's latest tariffs on goods imported from other countries.
We now have a 25% tariff on this product.
Barton O'Brien owns the pet gear company Baydog. His products are made in China, Vietnam, and India, and sold in thousands of U.S. stores.
The only way for us to survive as a business is to raise prices and probably cut expenses, which means firing people. So tariffs are going to hit small businesses first, and they're going to hit small businesses hardest, and they're going to put a lot of us out of business.
The new tariffs will take time to move through the economy. It could take months before we see the full impact on jobs. Nick Zechevich, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, the back-to-school tax holiday is taking place this weekend in Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Certain items, including backpacks, school supplies, and even computer software, can be purchased with zero sales tax applied. The purpose of the tax holiday is to encourage buyers to purchase essential items and save money in the process.
I think it's good, especially with how expensive things are. I went and bought school supplies for my kids, and I spent $50 on binders, and I think it's good.
The tax holiday will go on through August 3rd in Missouri, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. You can find more information on back-to-school shopping by clicking on this QR code. It'll also lead you to a link to back-to-school events in the 4 states. Final check of the forecast is next. Up next on the CBS Evening News, how President Trump's tariff fight is playing on an American dairy farm and at a border town bar. And then on KOAM News at 6, the search for a missing Joplin man comes to an end, and now a death investigation is underway. Plus, the Missouri Humane Society rescues more than 200 starving dogs from a single property. And local fans cheer on our youngest athletes as 2 of our local Little League teams battle it out in the Midwest Region Tournament. Stay with us for the CBS Evening News and then KOAM News at 6. Final check of the forecast?
Yeah, it looks pretty good as we go into the weekend. 85 tomorrow, 86 on Sunday. A slight chance for a shower on the Kansas and the Oklahoma side. A little bit better chance for some widespread showers and thunderstorms Sunday night and into Monday morning.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next, and we'll be back here for KOAM News at 6. And we'll see you then. Have a great evening and an even better weekend.